Brad Williams, Excel Prime, fixing NA errors. You're going to run into them. We all do. It's a matter of how to address them. In this particular case, got a name error. Name error, NA error. Errors in general can be fixed in, the easiest way is generally to try to identify what the error is, okay? And in this particular case, we're getting a name error. We have a VLOOKUP, E5. We're looking at bacon, data 771. What's data 771? Or the menu items. There's no bacon in our menu list. You either can add bacon or you can continue to hit F9. You're going to see, why is this throwing a name error? E5, data 771, E5 to C8 to 0. F9. All right. You see we have coffee, and we have a price, and our VLOOKUP is correct. So what's the next step you want to do? Where do you want to look? Look here, data 771. Does it exist? Go in here and look up your table array. F9, you get a name error. Yeah, name error. It's saying data 771. A name range doesn't exist. Highlight your range or your list. Go up here, name box, nada. Whoops. We're in such a hurry that we thought we typed in the name data 771 in the box and we overlooked it, or we inserted it, but we didn't hit enter. Remember, when you enter a name range, you can't just leave it there and move on to another cell. You have to hit enter in order for it to process. Now, that doesn't mean it works. I just entered, and it did not show up. So you may have to do this a couple times. Data 771, enter. There's a problem here. What is it? If your sheet is protected, in other words, over here you have protect sheets under review. If the sheet's protected, you won't be able to add a name range. I unprotected the sheet and I entered the data 771. We have an NA error. Repair an NA error. Should I repeat why we're getting an NA error? We have pancakes and what have you. We don't have bacon in our name range. But go ahead, hit F9 just for fun. And you're going to see NA error, and we don't have coffee. What are we going to do? Well, look here, VLOOKUP E6 steak. Go through. You can go up here and you can see, well, there's no steak in our RAND between. In other words, steak will never show up on our menu. Your NA error, and it's typically NA errors pop up in your VLOOKUP and your HLOOKUP and match and what have you. I typically just enter the if error. Here I just included not found. Either that or you can remove this from your search, from your menu. Okay. Otherwise, you can also use the if NA. Here, I'm just going through here. I'm not going to read this whole thing. If NA can identify and handle NA errors, Excel syntax is identical to that of if error. You're just going to put if NA and not found. The advantage of the if NA function is that it targets only NA errors, making it more precise. In contrast, the if error function will catch any error. An error is an error, and I'm going to try to fix the error as opposed to just narrowing it down and using a microscope to find it. Index match also returns NAs when no match is found. You can also just throw that if NA or if error. Forcing, the NA function can be used to force the NA error on a worksheet. If B5 is equal to 0, NA. So NA is a function. You can play around with that if you'd like. If you're getting a name error and you have a name range, then make sure the name range works. If you want to audit or review your name ranges, hit formulas, name manager, make sure it exists. To edit it, just hit edit. Otherwise, you have an NA error, you can remove this, or you can wrap it around the IFERROR or IFNA. Brad Williams, XL Prime, thanks for watching.